Hello, everyone, and welcome to Space Engineers. This is the first episode of my new series, Titan. That thing right there. The orange thing that isn't Mars. Right there. That's Titan. That's where we're going to be going today. Before we begin, let me welcome Rumblestrip, who's been waiting for like an hour and probably has already fallen asleep. I know I would have. And then, of course, we got Engineer Coffee, Marcus retaken in the chat so far. And I'm hoping we'll get several more as we go. So, before we get into it, as always, when I do a series like this, there's usually some kind of lore involved. You know, I try to set up some sort of a scenario, and then inevitably we just end up kind of falling into the same kind of pattern of I'm just going to build whatever I want with whatever mods I want, and see where things take us. You know, where are we going to end up? And that's what's going to happen here, basically. I'm not a person who likes to change. You know, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. Kind of. Pixel Daddy-O, welcome to the stream. Good to see you. So yeah, so that's where we're gonna start out. And to get there, we're going to begin at this little asteroid and go from there. Designated survivors is not over. It will be back. There it is, right there. Hold on. Oh, slightly off. I could have made that a little bit better, a little smoother. Anyway, we're here. As you can see, I've already kind of kicked things off a little bit. I've done the uh, usual modifications. I've done a little mining on this asteroid here and so forth. So, no, Designated Survivors is not over. We will be returning. Me and DNA will be returning in like 2 weeks or so. Do I have the thing? The thing? Here we go. Look at this. Look at this message that I received recently. I heard on the net that there was treasure on the alien planet's moon. I spent all my money on a big old ship and set sail. I almost made it to the moon, but some pirates started chasing me. I was able to hide the Titan, I named the ship Titan, in an asteroid, and they wouldn't leave me alone. I was able to escape in a smaller ship and lure them away, but now I'm afraid to go back. I included the coordinates where I stashed the Titan. Please go find it, and then go to Titan and find the treasure. I'll even let you keep some of it. Don't you dare flake out on me, Mira. That's my sister. So, she sent me these coordinates, and apparently she wants me to go to, I can't walk. My boots weren't touching the ground. She wants me to go there to where the Titan is hiding and go and get it. And hopefully not get caught by any pirates along the way. So we'll see what happens. We'll see if we can find it, but it's over there. That's where we're gonna go. And while we're traveling,
Meteors inbound.
we will talk briefly about what else is going on with this series. So, yeah, Mira's never been very good at naming. She's just like, yeah, we're going to Titan. So I bought a ship and it didn't have a name and I couldn't think of one, so I named it Titan. Uh, we are the mod list, that's what I wanted to get at. The mod list for this game is posted in the description. I think it is correct. I had to make some minor changes at the last minute because there was a mod that I wanted to use, but it was apparently broken with the Apex Survival. And I took it out, so. You know it's broken because there's a bug in Apex Survival where certain mods that haven't been updated in a while make it so that your character can no longer move. They can rotate, like the Q and the E work, but the WASDA does not work at all. For your ship, for your body, and you can't enter and exit. You can't interact with anything. And examples that I saw on the internet were like uh, that it was like a turret mod caused it. For me, it was, I want to say it was the ammo explosion nerf mod. So just be aware, you know, be aware. You never know what's going on out there. I was hiding behind that rock so that the the sun wouldn't kill me. But we're almost there. We're almost at the hiding spot. Now, what treasure do you think is going to be hiding on Titan? Where's Titan? I feel like it's really far away, but it's actually not that far away. It's so tiny. I also don't know how easy it will be to find this ship in this asteroid. Wink, wink, nudge, nudge. This is me acting. Pretty good actor, I think. Yeah, I'm actually kind of proud of myself that I set this whole thing up. Last time I did this, I just started the series and went, let me tell you the backstory of the stuff that happened off screen. If I wasn't a live streamer, I would have definitely like pre-recorded all of this and had like a nice cool video with special effects and stuff. Mixed signals. I'm getting mixed signals here. Ooh, there's platinum and uranium on this asteroid. That's neat. That actually is lucky. I didn't have an ore detector when I said that. I looked for an asteroid with a hole in it. So, where is... I don't have a spotlight. How good does my helmet lights work shining out the window? All I've done with this little ship is the usual stuff that I do at the start of a stream. Oh, there we go. There's some. You can see it by the glow of its mag plates. And then I mined a little bit of magnesium from that asteroid that I was sitting next to and some stone. There we go. Okay, I'm going to get out and go over there. Ah. That was weird. Also, I got a new keyboard, so expect there to be a lot more mistyping happening. Yep. There she is. Just barely jammed in this asteroid. These pirates are kind of dumb for not noticing, to be honest. Alright, let's go inside. Yeah. I don't think this ship has power. Make our way inside. The keyboard is a differently clicking keyboard. I was not actually a huge fan of the keyboard I used to have, of the switches on it, and the space bar was just getting rough. And I tried, greasing it and everything, and it just wasn't. So I like this keyboard better. It's smaller. I wanted a smaller keyboard too. That was good. Less space on my desk and more room for wildly swinging the mouse around, because I know how much everybody loves when I do that. So, do we have gravity? We do not. I think we are completely offline, and I probably should have grabbed the gun out of there, but I would assume that Mira would not booby trap the place. Let's repair these doors behind us so that I don't forget about them, and then we've got broken doors all over the place. There we go. Plant stuff, that says hasn't been long. There was no date on that pad, so I actually have no idea when she sent that. Alls I know is I received it not long ago. Okay. So, what have we here? There's another door there. Another door here. Can't really see what's in there. Vent. Something down there. I might have to go down there because it is really hard to go. There we go. Downstairs in gravity. Then we have... Aha. This. Looks like a reactor. Aha. Okay. A little bit of uranium here. A little bit of algae. No ammunition. That's great. Okay. Another data pad. There's some potato seeds. That's nice. And some meal packs, some ramen. Okay, so she had a little bit of food going on. And that's it. This ship's got like nothing on it. That's great. Okay. Probably want to make some ammo. I can't. This looks like an airlock. Alright, let's go the other way. I think this is the back of the ship. So this would have to be the front. We're going to grind our way through these doors. Oh, actually, you know what? Hang on a second. I had access to the terminals. Whee. There we go. That's the fastest way down the ship, it seems. Alright. We have reactors. Turn it on. There we go. It had a little bit of uranium in it. Let's turn it on. The rest of them didn't have uranium, so we'll leave them off for now. So there we go. Now the doors should work. And it's quite bright. There we go. Okay. Good. So I guess I gotta move the respawn pod out of the way. Now that I think about it. Well... I could build a... I could maybe build a... Actually, it might be a good idea just to grind it down. Let me see what kind of resources we got on this thing. There's like... nothing on the tool belt. There's one little square. Is the oxygen tank full? This is not me acting. This is me not remembering how I left the ship. What state I left it. Okay, good. So we got plenty of oxygen. We don't have a lot of uranium. Are there batteries? We do have batteries. Okay, batteries are full. They're not doing anything. Jump drives are off. I don't think we need to jump to Titan. The algae farms, we might as well turn them on. Hopefully that little bit of... oh man, I don't have any other material. I should probably... Okay. Before we head to Titan, we should probably do a little bit of prep. Now that these doors are open, let's just open all the doors. There's no air in here anyway. We should probably do a little bit of prep, because this thing doesn't have any, like, raw materials on it or anything, and while we do have, planet looks nice out there. Maybe we'll go to the alien planet at some point after we find the treasure. I may want to use this ship briefly to do a little mining and just get us some, so actually, might as well grab the uranium and platinum from here. Or some of it at least, and take it down. Where's the best place to put like a, let's see, I think I could put a connector. Does this thing have a connector on the outside? I actually don't think it does. I don't see one. Yeah, we might have to modify the ship. I don't think it was meant to dock with anything. Yeah. So I might have to kind of manually transfer over some things. Let's just get it out of here first without breaking it. move this guy out of the way here. I'm going to move it a little bit more out of the way. I don't know what's going on. Don't know how hard it's going to be to get this thing out. It looks like it's... Looks like it should just come straight up, but I am a little bit concerned that that might not actually be the case. Oh, where's that data pad at? Right here. Duke, I hope it's you reading this. Find that treasure and take good care of my ship. Okay, fine. Just have those. Let's see then. Let's move. Yep. Yeah, I know power's low.
Ship fuel low.
I'm well aware. Oh, we're going to be hearing this a lot,
Ship
aren't we?
fuel low. Ship fuel low.
Okay, easy. There's a big bay in the back.
Ship
of it.
fuel low.
Oh my god. One of the first things we're going to do is... Oh, okay. Oh boy. That was close.
Ship fuel low.
Okay.
Ship fuel low.
I think the back of this nacelle here might be dented already. That probably happened
Ship
parking it.
fuel low.
Okay, so there we go. That's good. Let's see if there's
Ship fuel low.
Yeah, I know. Let's see if there's a place where we could maybe put like a connector on it or something and get... Let's see, what if we took off... We could take off this turret on here and see... We could put something there. I mean, there's definitely going to be some... Definitely some conveyoring running up here. Let's see, what if we cut into this one? What is this? This is just a tube. Okay. We're going to make ourselves a little temporary docking port on the top here. And, didn't see that. Make ourselves a little temporary docking port right here. Just occurred to me to check that just in case. And the arrow keys on my new keyboard are in a slightly different position, and I know I'm just going to be bumping that the whole time. I think I'm going to need to stop for some oxygen too. I need small steel tubes. Do I have enough leftover stuff on you for small steel tubes? Why didn't I put that in the build plan? And why won't I... Give me a connector. Yeah. There we go. Let's see if I've got the stuff or if I need to mine a little stone real quick. That might be a lot. Let's see. How much stuff is still on here? Oh, there's still a lot of magnesium. Not a lot left of these things. Yeah, we might have to... Might as well just mine some stone. I should tell it to probably stop making that magnesium. And then, what happened to my thing? There we go. It wasn't working for a second. Maybe I should also put a light in front of this. Can't tell where the wall is. Yeah, we'll get some uranium right before we leave. Oh, there we go. Found it. There it is. Okay. Did Rumble Strip ever come back, or he just came to pay his respects early? I don't know if you guys caught last last Sunday, me and Rumble Strip were playing Star Trek Online. It was a good time. He has a very good ship. Alright. Is my thing still set to be doing the thing? Good. Okay. Alright. How far away did I just fly for this? Kind of want to just leave it here in case I need to get more. Jesus, this is not, well, it is kind of a custom scenario. It's just me in a world that I set up with a bunch of mods, and then I'm pretending things are real. No, Rumble Strip was not in voice. That was my friend Pat, the guy I usually stream with on Fridays. Alright, so we got that. We're gonna need some motors. Then we're gonna need to do the same thing essentially to the bottom of this ship, so that we can. There's does this have a the one light that I have, and I'm getting rid of it. Yeah, okay, good. That's where we're gonna connect. We're gonna have to do. We'll just be cheap about this and do these after I get my connector built on the other side. Let's see. How we doing, assembler? We need nickel. We're waiting for the. I should have the. Here, take this out. There. Put stone in there. Get my stone going faster. We don't need that magnesium just yet. Alright, and I've got a bunch of steel plate on me already, so let's do this. Steel plate. Aren't we discussing whether or not recently that whether steel plate was singular or plural? Alright, so I need some interior plate. I don't know how I got into this habit, but for me, it's like, if I'm talking about, if I'm talking about it in, like, abstract, then it's, steel plate. I need some steel plate. But if I'm doing it in, like a specific number, oh, I need 10 steel plates, then that is how it is. So. Alright, let's make this a little long so that it has room to get around that turret. We're going to end up grinding most of this ship down too. So I could start taking parts off of it if I want to. I just don't remember which parts are going to float away on me if I do that. So. Can I? Settle down. There we go. Thank you. The ship was designed on stream. Oh, there we go. That helps. Over the past several weeks. Not this one, of course. This is just a random space spawn that is red this time. All these things are so slow. Has anyone ever done the math on whether or not stacking them up actually helps? It always feels like there's a little pause whenever it has to switch between one to the next one, but I never know if that's just visual or if there actually is like a slight delay. Oh, I'm definitely not the best ship designer for sure. I always look at other people's ships and I'm just like, damn, those are really good ships. So I have a specific design, maybe aesthetic or pattern that I go for because of how I think ships like just should look in general, like in sci-fi. And other people, like, there's kind of like a space engineer style almost that a lot of people go for, and then of course lots of people just have their own kind of style. But the thing for me, oh, I think I just leveled up. I'm a level 2 survivor. The thing for me is I tend to start with a brick and then kind of carve it down. You know, so I'm not afraid to be like, well, let's make a brick first, get the general shape of it, and then carve it up. Where am I going? Probably gonna need to get some kelp crisps out of the machine soon. Alright. Let's grab... How much cargo space do I have left on this thing? The assemblers... Okay, so the refinery is almost done. We have all that left. Survival kit's also chewing through some stone. So we've got all that space in the refinery. The connector has space. Let's grab a little bit more stone here. Some of my builds, if I'm building in creative, I'll take anywhere from like 20 to 30 hours or so to build a ship. If I'm building in survival, it might be more like 50 hours. So, always take your time building. Okay, that was probably a lot of stone. Yes. Let's go find that uranium now. What the heck? Oh, I put that in a bad spot, didn't I? Yep. Figure that out. Back it up. Alright. Probably grab some platinum too while we're here. I don't remember if I don't think Titan has platinum. So I really hope that these aren't really deep. Oh boy. Yeah, they might be. Well, I mean, this thing's got a big hole in the middle, so maybe it's not that bad. We should get some uranium in there too, so before this thing loses power. Hey, Toshiro. Skunk in front of the house, that's... Okay, you know what? We need something very important on this ship, which is a... spotlight. Yeah, I mean, if the ship doesn't hold your interest, if it doesn't spark joy, then perhaps it isn't worth continuing. Like, I'm not going to say, you know, you just got to stick with it. Although there's definitely benefit to that, but sometimes, is this radius all the way up? I think that might be all the way up. Um, Sometimes the best thing to do is, like you're building a ship, you try a thing out, and then you realize you don't really like it or it's not working for you. Then take the uh, take the learnings from that ship and start another one. The thing is, um, don't don't just give up on shipbuilding entirely until you've truly determined you don't really like it. Oh, I just smacked into something. You know, maybe a ship's not speaking to you. Start over. The ship over here, the Titan. I worked on it for 2 streams, and then on the 3rd stream, I came in and said, "Yeah, I don't. Now that it's been a week in between streams, and I'm looking at it, I don't like what we did last time, and we just undid the entire thing that we did." And then, and I say we because I mean me and the people on the chat who are telling me what to do. And then we tested out a whole bunch of stuff with the engines, and we tried to make really cool engine pods and everything. And we ended up kind of blowing up part of the ship. We made the engines too cool, was the problem. And we ended up blowing up parts of the ship. And then we had to redesign the engines again. So, things happen. Not every design is a winner. But definitely, I mean, like, there's definitely a difference between I don't like the ship that I designed and I don't think other people would like the ship that I designed, because if you like it, that's all that matters. I bet you there are people out there who will look at the Titan and be like, that seems pretty amateur. That seems pretty derivative of whatever sci-fi thing it reminds them of. And to those people, I would just say, well, too bad. I like my ship. How much uranium is on board? Definitely enough that I should be able to power the ship for some time. Once we get down to the planet, we'll set up normal planetary infrastructure, and we won't really need the uranium anymore. We'll probably use it for weapons or something. Alright, where is the... Oh, look at me being out of oxygen. Good thing I had that extra buffer of health there. The reason that the oxygen number up there was bouncing up and down was because the auto refill bottles mod. So I was refilling the bottle in my pocket. Alright, anything behind me? Yeah. Alright, we're still not full. Let's see if we can find that platinum. We kind of took all the uranium. I don't know that we're going to be able to get to the platinum in this ship. I might have to hand mine some of it. Or maybe it's just on the other side of the asteroid. Oh, I'm hitting walls. It would be kind of bad if we lost the, lost a thruster or something. Am I going to be able to squeeze through? Damn. Okay. Ooh, that's a good sign. Oh yeah, that's another strategy that works well for me, is I don't build the outside first. Usually. Unless I've got a really cool idea for a shape. And then I'll, try to figure out what that shape would symbolize on the ship, and then that kind of helps decide what goes inside of it. But I tend to do... this is a very lucky asteroid to start on. And I say that because I did not actually pick this asteroid knowing that these were here. I lost my train of thought. Oh yeah, so I tend to build... Yeah, I think about, like, what does the interior do? Where are the rooms at? What needs to be in those rooms? And then I build the hull around it. And then if it doesn't look good, then I'll add more. We'll add some buffer in there. Might be some empty space and stuff. And the empty space just ends up being used eventually for, like, programmable blocks or event controllers or whatever, so... I hope that even though I'm not the best What am I bouncing off of here? Okay, good. Even though I'm not the best like ship designer, I hope my other series, Stellar Garage, where I designed these things, maybe gave people like some inspiration on how to at least just start a ship, which is kind of, at least for me, is like think of a role you need the ship to do. You know, like what's the ship's purpose? And then is there some sort of visual inspiration you want to work off of? Or, you know, like you're not, I never try to recreate anything perfectly. You know, but like you saw, like I picked a Battlestar Galactica Raptor and we're like, let's look at this. Or I picked a Transformer that turns into a spaceship and I was like, let's look at the spaceship mode and try to do, and then the end result looked nothing like that ship. It was just like the starting point to give me something to build off of, yeah, so. Alright, how much platinum do we have? Probably not a whole, oh, actually, decent amount. This is probably all the platinum we will ever need for this entire series. Which is good, because there won't really be any on Titan, I don't think. Is there more? There's a little bit more. Unknown signal. I should probably be trying to get those. You never know if there might be seeds, and we're going to need seeds.
Meteors inbound.
They better not hit my ship. It doesn't have any ammo. Alright. Let's actually go ahead and head back. And, let's see. Is that them flying by? Did I just see one fly by, or was that something else? Yep, there they go. Okay. Where is my guy? Oh, the planets look really cool backlit like that. Where's my guy at? He's gonna be on the other side there. In the past, like the picking a source material thing is kind of a newer thing for me. And in the past I would mainly just go for like, let's just start mapping out an internal structure of things and then kind of seal it up in a casing, in a starship looking casing. And that has led to some interesting things, but after a while a lot of my builds started to look very samey. Like, they all, I mean, there's a similar design language on all of them. I don't know where I left the ship. It's going to be somewhere near that GPS coordinate. So that's why I started to kind of branch out a little bit, but they all still have a similar design language to them, so. Alright, now we got to land there with this very, very drifty ship. And hope. Let's see, let's put the connector on here. See what we can do. I don't think we could, if I grind this ship down, I don't think we could take the oxygen. So. Are you asking me living space first or conduits? I usually think, not necessarily living space, but like what are the rooms? Like this ship, I started with the cockpit because I really wanted the cockpit to use those bridge windows. So I'm going to smack into everything while I'm doing this. I really wanted the cockpit to use the bridge windows. So we started with that. And then we were like, I said, this is the royal we really wanted the bridge to kind of look like that. Then we kind of built a front. Then I didn't like the front. Then we built a different front. And then I knew that I wanted it to go down and have living quarters here. And so I built the rooms out, and then we armored around that. And then I knew that the next thing would be the like jump drives and reactor room. So we put those in and then built around them. And then I knew that the next thing would be the docking bay or the hangar in the back. That's just a big box, essentially, that we made look like less less like a big box. So, all right, I got to go into this thing and actually do some gaming here. So, not die of radiation poisoning. We'll have to get some air going in here too. Let's see. Do we have refineries? Crank those up. Do we have assemblers? We do not have... We don't seem to have any assemblers. That's fine. We will have assemblers when we get to the planet. This thing is a mobile refinery, it seems. So the refineries are up and running. That's good. I guess. Let's make sure. All cargo. Oh, I hope that thing is actually piped in. Did the refineries pull anything? Yes. Okay, they're pulling platinum at the moment. Let's actually get them working on uranium first. And maybe get you working on uranium here. Then we can get that pulled into the other reactors. Man, there we go. So they're starting to pull in. Okay, that should be plenty. The one reactor should be plenty for us. Let's see. What other things do we need to care about? We need to make some ammo for this thing. What types of weapons were on here? Autocannons and Gatlings. And whatever that big thing on top was. Artillery. Let's not worry about artillery at the moment. Autocannon. Gatling ammo. This is just a... this is just the basic assembler, because that's all we've got at the moment. So we're just going to use... We'll make some Gatling ammo. Maybe a lot of it. I don't know if we have enough magnesium sitting around. But we'll see, and then we'll try to evenly distribute that into some of the weapons. And then we'll maybe grind down the old ship, put its parts on board, because that thing will be useless. Well, that might not actually be useless on Titan because of the gravity, but we will see. Alright, so some things are starting to pull. Yeah, there's a lot of little Gatling bits. Some of them are starting to pull. I think I might want to make... How many are there? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. There's 12. Make like a lot more. Alright, we'll get those going. I'm gonna go out. Whee! Oh. And start taking apart this pod. And come on. We'll take it. There we go, that was the problem. We'll take apart this pod. We will... Yeah, see, all the oxygen tanks are full in there, so we don't really need them. Don't need that oxygen. That's fine, though. We'll take the ice out. It might already be... No, it's still there. Do we have an O2 gen on the other one? Let's move the ice to the other one. And we need the Titan's large cargo there, or any of the cargo. Basic assembler. Yeah, let's put the ingots here. You are... Oh, I'm should be doing that. You're making ammo. Forgot about that. Keep your stuff. Keep your stuff. The basic refinery, let's turn off, because we have 2 refineries on board. And then we can start moving the stuff from here into here. I bet you we could make it down to Titan easy with this thing stuck on the top. I think it would be easier to take it apart now as opposed to waiting. Survival kit. We could tell the survival kit to stop doing what it's doing. Oh, it has stopped. Good. So let's tell the survival kit. Move everything over to. Add some gravel. That'll come in handy later, you'll see. Alright, oh my god, new keyboard. Stop it. Magnesium, we got in the basic assembler. Good. Okay. Okay. Let's, while our, yeah, that thing's gonna have to be one of the last things to go, because we'll be, although I think it is basically direct connected, essentially. We should be able to disassemble the whole rest of the ship. Yeah. Well, let's take it apart. This won't take long. Although I could probably use a better grinder. What, how good of a grinder can I make? Just this one. That'll work. Come on. Oh, I don't have cobalt. Never mind. Does anything on here have cobalt in it? I don't think so. Yeah, I'm out of cobalt. Once we get these big components apart. This thing has really nice build states. It's too bad that it's very unlikely that SE2 is ever going to have like any changes to the build states, you know? And no more updates to the build states, meaning like the ones that were like this is an original. These are all originals. This is an original build state. This is that's an updated build state. That's right, they did update some of them. Unlikely we'll ever get all of them updated. Oh yeah, stuff. Don't float away. I can deposit stuff in there. What was in there? Oh yeah, my gun. And my food. I don't want to lose that. Alright, oh, is there a survival kit or something here? You must know. That. Is there a medical room? Turn that sucker on. Okay. Alright, that means we could take out this survival kit. Once we take out that cargo container that came with the ship, we will have some metal grids. And then I could disassemble them and get some cobalt. Make a better grinder. The only problem is that the cargo container is probably going to be one of the last things that I take out. Actually, it doesn't have to be, now that I think about it. It's not really doing anything, is it? It is, I know I'm putting stuff into it, but it is just in front of this thing. We could put stuff into there. So we could go into the basic assembler and disassemble. I don't know how many metal grids we just did. Okay. So will that be enough to get me a nicer grinder? It will be. Maybe. Oh, I'm an idiot. I forgot that you have to give it your old one, and then you get a new one. This is how it works. Might as well spend the money on the new ones. Required available. Is this a floating point error? I bet it is. That's fine. Give me my stuff back. What's going on here? There's always something. Okay, now we'll go a little bit faster. Oh, let's set these things to... Let's set the batteries to discharge. And they're probably not going to drain very fast, but it's better than nothing. Take some load off of the reactors for a bit. Then we'll have to pick a spot.
Energy low.
On... Oh, shouldn't have got rid of that, I got rid of that survival kit yet, huh? Alright, there we go. Handy. Why am I walking so slow? There we go. Alright, thankfully we're in the shade here for this. Oh, are you... that was how you were connected, huh? Okay, that makes sense. I actually find this, this particular spawn pod to be a very good design. Like, the way the conveyor snakes through this whole thing is, pretty cool.
Inventory full.
Yeah, Toshiro, the guns and the rocket launchers and everything, they all require the... And it's not the first time I've had to do that, so it's just so new that I haven't had to do it a lot of times that I've already forgotten that it's a thing. I like it, though. I like it. It was fun, over here all of a sudden. It was fun convincing Izzy's inventory that was how it worked now. But it wasn't that hard once I figured out the incantation for it. It's a commercial hopper over there. I think I saw that there was a rifle and some ammo inside the ship here. It would have been nice if Mira had bought a ship that had its own assembler. But I think she was in a bit of a hurry to get this thing out the door, go find her treasure. You know how it is. But that's okay. We'll get a nice, we'll throw a basic assembler on there somewhere, and then we'll just go to the planet, see what we could do. I'm sure we'll have something set up in no time. I know there's atmosphere. I don't know a whole lot about Titan. I've never really spent a lot of time on Titan. I know that there is atmosphere. I know that there isn't oxygen. So, and gravity is not very high. Because it's a moon.
Inventory full.
Yeah, the number of times that I've ground down one of these ships. When I was thinking of this scenario, I was trying to think of, like, what's a... I was trying to square a circle here. I was trying to think of, like, what's the reasoning for a person to be, like, out and about in a ship like this, and, you know, it's like, you know, imagine I'm out and I'm just, like, I've got this, like, kludged together single-person ship that has, like, it's a, you know, it's a flying studio apartment that I have modified to have a giant drill sticking out of the front. Like, why would anybody just be kind of flying around in one of these things? Such that they could then receive a message and, like, go on a mission and something. And then, you know, just kind of, like, abandon it, you know, grind it down. And I eventually came to the conclusion that the best way to handle that is to ignore it.
Inventory full.
So that's why we started in a standard starter ship, as you do in this world. Maybe they just give you, when you say, like, hey, I need to go exploring, they're like, oh, okay, here you go, here's this thing.
Inventory full.
Hey, now, look what I found. There's a port I can put stuff in.
Inventory full.
Nope, there.
Energy low.
Yeah, we're almost done. Let's see if we can make it. Did I put my crisps in there? No. I need to shove some of those through my helmet hole. Alright, so I think what we might do is just take
Inventory full.
We'll break the rest of this down. We'll take the small... We'll just essentially rebuild a small assembler, like, right on top of that port right there. That's my plan. That's my plan. Okay, is this thing making anything at the moment? Oh, hello, floating batteries.
Energy critical.
Fine. I'm sure gravity on Titan is also pretty darn low. If I recall, it's you know, usually I lower the artificial gravity on my ships, and Titan is probably lower than how I usually do it. Okay, so basic assembler's not doing anything, and it has something in its inventory. So let's move that to oh, you're right there. Let's move it to here. So that's all the magnesium we've got, huh? And that's probably because the refinery is probably busy with uranium still. Yeah, okay. Let's hit up some magnesium, and then let's do the rest of that stone. Thanks for stopping by, Jesus. Hopefully we'll see you next time. Alright, here we go. I need to be able to deposit things into you. There we go. Alright. Nothing in that connector. That's good. Alright, so I just need... I need the parts for a basic assembler. Pull those back out. Then we'll just jam it in right here. This will be temporary because we'll eventually just use... We'll just put some on the base Use it there. Oh, Rumble Strip, welcome. If you get to the parts of the stream where I said Rumble Strip probably fell asleep, just ignore those parts. But, yeah. Yeah. But I'm glad you made it. I was, of course, when I saw you post at an hour before it started, I was like, he's going to fall asleep. He is. And I almost did myself, so. Just sitting around waiting for me to get started. Alright, looks like I didn't realize, but I had a little bit of space poisoning. And what am I doing walking around this ship now? Let's get to the... let's close the doors. That's now done. Visual check. Nothing's stuck to the ship. Okay. Hey, Jack. This is a ship of my design called the Titan. I'm going to close those doors. There it is. There she is. Let's make sure all of the weapons have ammo. Or at least the weapons that we can put ammo in. Okay, yeah, we need to kind of... let's see. We should also probably make... Oh, here's another. One of the mods that I have allows me to make gravel Gatling ammo from the gravel. Less powerful, but good for, you know, perimeter defense kind of things. Let's do that. I think we should have more magnesium by now. And then let's try to... Let's see, they each want 8, huh? Got 1. I don't want to put everything in, but I have a feeling they're gonna, like... we're just going to kind of spread them out for now, and then they could continue to pull to fill themselves up later. 4, who's that? 8. This way we just have something in each. 1. That should be good. Then they'll continue to fill themselves up. So we don't have full coverage. Not all of them have a stuff in them. How did we do on uranium? So the big reactors got some. One of the little reactors has a lot. That's all that we've got, huh? Let's move maybe like 10 up into you. That should be enough to get us there. Might not be enough. Oh, I can't zoom. Oh, there we go. There's an asteroid there. Okay, we've got enough uranium that it's not complaining about power, so... Alright. I don't care if I land on the sunny side or the dark side at the moment, but I think I'd like to have a nice view of the alien planet. I have no idea where any of this so-called treasure is. I think we'll maybe shoot for over here. I would definitely want to be, since I get to choose, definitely want to be like near an ice lake of some sort. Maybe we should aim for like this ice lake here. I think we will definitely still be able to see the alien planet. Let's speed up. Can't tell how far away this thing is, but we will see when we get there. It's hard to see these ice lakes. But yeah, that'd be them. We could probably delete that respawn pod. GPS. Oh yeah, we're moving fast toward this planet. So, yeah, hey Rich, welcome to the stream. Yeah, magnesium is, it doesn't become important until you want to defend or offend, basically. Zach, welcome to the stream. All that's happened so far is I found, quote unquote, this ship inside of an asteroid and was told that there's treasure on Titan somewhere, and I'm heading to the planet to make a life there. And also I forgot to turn dampeners off, and so we have actually just stopped moving. So here we go. So we're going to try to live on Titan. The ship, I wouldn't focus too much on the ship. The ship is going to be just kind of like how we get there, and it's going to be our kind of source of housing for a little bit, but we'll end up building infrastructure on the planet. Probably go a little bit faster. While we're waiting, yeah, economy is turned on. That may or may not be an economy station right there off to the side, that MC beacon, not sure. But yeah, we'll see if there's any economy stations nearby, and it might be a good idea for us to, if there's one planet side, although from a economy station in space is not that bad of a place to have to get to when you're on a moon, because there's barely any gravity. So this is a mod called Consolidation Propulsion. Maybe it's Consolidated Propulsion. It was recommended to me by Ire and Marcus Retaken. They use that on their servers a lot. And I am generally like a enlightened technology. Nice. Oh, and boy, there's a lot of people popping up. Generally, I like to build things with just vanilla stuff, but I really do like these thrusters, and since the ship is not super important to the playthrough, I thought we would try them out. Consolidation propulsion, and these modders have several different ones. They've got some weapon core weapons, they've got some hand weapons, they've got some vanilla weapons, and then they've got these. And there's more than just these. These are hybrid, so they work everywhere. Hybrid electric. Then there's these atmospheric ones that are on the sides, which I don't think we need. I should probably put anything at all on the toolbar. Let's see. What should we put on the toolbar? Thrusters. Let's put hybrid thrusters on there. Let's put atmo thrusters on there. I don't know why I put them in those two blocks. Let's put the reactors on there. Let's put our backup batteries on there in case. Let's put the mag plates. And let's see. We should probably put the weapons on there too, but oh, look at this. Hold on. Let's not hit the planet right away.
Ship fuel low.
Yeah. Now we're at max power here. Max power usage. There we go. Kind of fall to that planet a little bit here. Yeah, I think this will be a good place to land. There's a very big ice lake right there. Gonna have to watch that altitude, because we're gonna be landing in the dark here. Could land next to that unknown signal. No unique factions. It's all vanilla. All the new vanilla factions. This is just vanilla Titan. Nothing special about it. There's very few mods in the world. There's a mod list on the in the description. Let's
Ship fuel low.
slow it down a bit here. Oh, we're slowing down real easy. Barely any gravity. Let's see. Yeah. Oh man, there's a lot of ice around this area. Yeah, it seems very flat. Let's actually.
Ship fuel low.
I know. There's an ore detector here. Let's put that on here. And turn this ore detector on. And I think we're still too high up to see anything, but maybe as we get close to the ground we could scan some stuff. We're getting very low to the ground.
Ship fuel low.
I think I might kind of manually take it in a little bit now. Oh, yeah, look at how tiny this world is. Shift a little bit this way.
Ship fuel low.
I love how the as I run the thrusters, the
Ship fuel
the
low.
exterior lights shut off. That's how you know it's good. Why don't we just turn on
Ship
those?
fuel
Oops,
low.
wait a second. The batteries should actually be recharge on off. So if we do that, then we will definitely have a little bit of extra buffer for landing here.
Ship fuel
Or maybe not.
low.
Maybe not. Oh, there's cobalt right here. That's good. Perfect. All right, we'll land here. How close are we
Ship fuel
to this
low.
water, to this ice? It's like methane ice. Oh, it's silver. Cool.
Ship fuel low.
This seems like a good place. This will be our little river right here, and we're not actually that far from that beacon over there, which is in the space.
Ship
Space. I
fuel
don't know why I
low.
said it like that. You think the ship fuel is low? It might be. I don't want to park too close to the cobalt, because if I have to like drive out of here or something, I don't want to fall in a hole. But
Ship fuel low.
let's see. Hold on. Are my mag plates going to auto lock? I don't want them to do that. Let's not use them for parking either. All right. And come on. And locked. All thrusters off. Turn that off. And we have landed. Oh, happened to me. All right. Here we go. So here's what we've got. Seems like a pretty nice place. Got a nice view of the planet. Not much else because it's a big empty rock. Don't know which way the sun comes up. Let's see. I guess it's going to come up. I can't tell. It's definitely below us right now, so you can tell if it's trying to. So it's either going to come up around the back of the moon, or it's going to come up this at the moon, the planet. Okay, so we're going to have to like go down to this methane lake here. Ow. So, oh good, I survived. Good times. Ooh, let's go get that unknown signal. Do I have enough on me? I think I do. GPS. Okay. Go get that unknown signal. We can apparently fly awfully far here. Oh, where's the button? No, don't drive away. Where's the button? Hey, more cobalt. And steaks. Good, let's take some of this. I don't have a whole lot of room, but largely unemployed, I've never watched. I assume that is I believe that's a YouTuber, right? The name sounds familiar. You know what? I'm not gonna. Just give me the big one. Ooh. Anything in here? No. That's the parachute hatch, yeah. Alright, so we'll have to scout out. I'm just going to leave all that there. We'll have to scout out a good place to start building. And I think a good place to do that... Oh, let's go in here. Oh, yeah, there we go. That's nice. Alright, I can't... Can I deposit through this thing? I don't think I can. I think I have to do this. No? No connection to the inside? Yeah, now I can. There you go. Yep. Let's see. Cargo. We're gonna put this in here. That means I can make a better... I should probably just label these, huh? Oh, Rich, thank you so much. Appreciate that. Thank you so much. That's awesome. Rich with the super chat. Not filled up yet. Alright, let me make a better welder. Oh, I should have put that in the... while I was... There we go. Alright. Tools. Tools and, I got a pistol on me too. Let's put that pistol on me. Ooh. Oh. Oh, there's a pirate stronghold. Ooh. Well, that's not good, huh? Okay, well, let's not piss them off yet, but that... Maybe that's where our treasure is. How close is this to the ground? Can I... Oh, I could totally drive this. If I needed to get a little something going in there. Okay. Well then. I don't know how long that will stick around, but maybe that's where our stuff is. Maybe I should make sure, just in case they fly over here, in case they send something. Let's make sure that our turrets... Oh, look at all this. Are the turret controllers on? They're not. Let's make sure all the turret controllers are on. I don't have artillery ammo. Let's make sure that they are... let's enable the AI. You guys can aim all the way out for me. We'll have to put like a... oh, that's where I know... Sorry, I got distracted by the super chat. Zach, that's where I know that name from. Largely, the suit only. I watched an episode of that a while ago. Yep. Okay, so we're going to target meteors. We want that. Definitely not neutrals or friends. Definitely want enemies. And we'll just leave it with the defaults. What's your deal for artillery? Let's put you out. I'll probably at some point... Yeah, that looks very good. Might as well just turn you on. I don't think we're going to do much. We will at some point we'll have to put like a defensive block or something on the ship so that these things can target farther. I hadn't thought about that. I had not thought about that. Have a kelp crisp. Oh, I'm out of kelp crisp. The sun should be coming up in a couple of hours. Let's think. Is this thing... How crooked are we right now? A little crooked. Not too bad. Now is the best time to build, though, since we don't have a... I think I'm going to just put some cargo access back here. I assume there will be... Yeah, a thing right there. Actually, why don't we... that looks like a conveyor right there. What if we put... I don't know where the hollow spots are in this ship. There are hollow spots in this ship, if I recall. And I want to say they are... under here, but yeah, I don't know. Yeah, well, hey, Rich, thank you very much. I'm glad. I'm glad you enjoyed it, or are enjoying it. Okay, you know what? I don't know where the hollow spots are. We might have to dig through the walls a little bit to figure out if there's some spots to stick some additional blocks. But in the meantime, I'm gonna put cargo access, a cargo terminal, next to this, just because it's easier than trying to go through the. No, this color. Than trying to go through the respawn, or this thing, whatever it is, the recharge point. I think that's right. So we're gonna need, what are we gonna need? We're gonna need power. We're gonna need we're gonna need, cannot withdraw. You know what? So yeah, we're gonna need like some windmills. We're gonna need farm. We're gonna need some farming, of course. We have to do farming here. We're gonna need some defenses. Definitely gonna need some defenses, because we're gonna make those guys mad at some point. Where am I gonna get? Okay, what do I need? I need... Oh, metal grids, huh? Great. Blue steel? I don't know what color you would call it. This is, here, I'll... These are the colors right here, in case you're interested. You could pause and go. So that's this color here, and then this is that color here. The white color. Man, what to do first? Okay, I really do need this cargo access here. So, I think I'm just going to have to manually build it. So, I can't apparently cargo access through this, I mean, I can, but I can't oh wait, can I put the build planner into production from here? I think that I can. Add components from build plan. There we go, I can't. I thought there was a button somewhere. That's what I needed. Thank you, Zach. I appreciate you saying that. I've been told many times that my voice helps people fall asleep. I know several people, some of them in real life, who will listen to the stream to fall asleep. So, hey Rev, I'm surviving. That's how it's going so far. The surviving is happening. We have landed on this, what I thought was a peaceful planet, but now there's a pirate stronghold 5.5 kilometers away, so we're just waiting for, I guess I don't need these lights on. We are just waiting for stuff to finish. And I'm going to take a drink of water. It's been, we are very far into the series, and I have, the stream, and I have not taken a drink of water yet. So for those of you who are new around here, I like to stay hydrated, right? And so whenever I feel a little parched from talking too much, I take a drink of water. I've got a big old water bottle sitting next to me, and whenever I take a drink of water, I like to tell people to take the opportunity while they're waiting for me to take a drink, to like the stream if you're actually liking the stream in real life. And if you would like to be notified when I go live, please consider subscribing to the channel. It is free, although you could become a paid member if you would like. You do not have to. You should just subscribe. Quite good. Okay. Yeah, I stream pretty late. It's 11 o'clock, 5 to 11 for me. But I tend to stream late because I do it after my kids go to bed. Otherwise, they'd be standing over my shoulder going, Can I be on your stream yet? Can I be on your stream yet? Alright, is that gonna do it? Ah, okay, thank goodness. I do have a naming convention for everything. You'll notice. What was that? Is that the refinery? Sounded like a predator noise. Anyway, I have this naming scheme where I prefix everything on the grid with some abbreviation of what the ship is called or the grid is called, and that way I can tell them apart on the thing. Now, you know what I'm realizing? I put a basic assembler on top, but I've probably got parts for a full assembler. Why didn't I just put a full assembler on top? Let's do that. Ooh, I might want to go get that first. Assembler, and let's put speed modules on it. I think we have enough power for now. Enough power, yeah. Oh, lovely. And I was just about to go outside and deal with stuff. Let me guess, this is going to kill me? Let me adjust this thing here to show me what this weather is. Is it just rain? Oh, it's heavy rain. I'm going to assume that since the gravity is very light here, that the heavy does not refer to the weight of the rain and may instead refer to the radioactiveness of the rain. Oh, yeah, let me turn off some of it. I think so. What did I just get hit with? Ah! I opened my helmet. Like an idiot. It wasn't the rain at all, it was my stupidity. So if you all don't... Am I not able to heal through this thing? I guess not. If you all don't know, Rev plays games. He streams just before I stream. Usually, and so, you know, there's a group of people that kind of watch Ayer's stream, AEGIR, Builds and Beats. They watch his stream in the afternoon, and then Rev's stream after that, and then my stream after that, and I put everybody to bed at the end. I'm like the, you know, this is bedtime with Uncle Duke here. And so if you would love a Rev is very fun to watch. Just go watch his stream. I don't know if you stream other than Thursdays, Rev? I don't even remember. Anyway, I'm going to stand out. No, I'm not. Well, I'm not going to be an idiot. I want the parts that I need first. Assembler. Give me... Where do you? Give me one assembler. Give me... Speed. Oop, 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 oop. It's gonna, I can only do 3 of them, I think. Alright. Give me... all the bits. Probably should have gone... Actually, I probably should have just done the assembler first, because then I could pull through it. Maybe I have what I need for the assembler. Oh, I might need a unyielding infantry. Where are they at? Oh, they're up there. A munitions drone coming in. Well, at least they're not hostile. I'm gonna take a chance on this heavy water and...
Meteors inbound.
Oh, that's lovely. Let's see. This thing is building my parts, so I can't actually get rid of it yet. I think I've gotten myself in a bit of a conundrum here with this. I can only build... Oh, man. I can only... Wait, why is this thing firing? Oh, whoa, 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 hey. They're shooting my own ship. Also, where did you get ammo from? Sir? Seriously, where did this one get ammo from? It was empty. I'm not still in creative right now. No. Where did this one get ammo from? And why did you shoot my ship? Ooh. Subgrid damage is turned off, I think. Oh, I guess that doesn't count. You jerk. Okay, but seriously, where did you get ammo from? I didn't have the parts to make ammo for you. I didn't tell it to make ammo for you. We're gonna have to go. We have to do some research. All the autocannons, you all, are empty. Why was the autocannon firing? Did it... Oh, you know what? Okay. I actually think I know what's happened. I'm going behind the scenes here for a minute. I pasted this ship into the world from the blueprint, right? And the blueprint, when I pasted it, did not have any ammo in the inventory, but I bet there was a round in the chamber, and that was still in the blueprint. I've actually seen where there's a bug that happens sometimes where even if you project a ship and build it in survival, you might end up with whatever, if there was a round in the chamber, when the blueprint was taken, it might appear in the chamber after it's built. So I think that's what that was. So it'll empty itself out now, apparently into my own hull. So that's lovely. I think what we will do is just tell the autocannons to turn off. Or better yet, let's tell the autocannons not to shoot meteors. Or characters. Yeah, that sounds good. Alright, how am I doing on... How are we doing on parts for this thing? We're almost done. We're gonna have enough nickel? Or am I gonna have to go mining? We might have enough nickel. Yeah, we'll have enough. I wonder if that's, I wonder if it did that, if it hit the ship because it's 4 guns in a square and it only uses one of them to aim. And even though there's a camera in the middle, it only uses one of them to aim. It was shooting at the meteors, you know. This rain doesn't seem to affect me, which is nice. So, I think I'm good. Heavy rain seems to be okay. Doesn't even seem to raise the radiation level or anything. I wonder what time is sunrise over here. The sky does seem to be getting a little bit brighter, but I can't tell if that's just the rain going, the rain effect. Alright. If this thing is done, let's move the stuff out of there, and then I can start building stuff, because my inventory is full. Let's put magnesium next for that. What am I doing on food? Oh, I'm at 7. Okay. I know there's no radiation on Titan. I was wondering if the heavy rain would cause radiation for me. What was I doing here? Where's the assembler? One thing I realized is that I can only actually put one upgrade on the assembler up there, so it's still gonna be better than a basic. I'm sorry. Rev, this is what I was talking about. Rev knows. You lose half your capacity to talk when you're streaming. Alright. Let's go build whatever I've got. Oh, wait. I'm full. I'm full of stuff, which means I'm not going to be able to grind down the thing. Okay. New plan. Get rid of all this. This is all temporary. Dust storms with Deborah and the hailstorms. Okay, that makes sense. I always think about whenever even from the very moment that I saw the first a keen trailer for the new weather update, I kept thinking of do you guys remember Harvey Birdman, Attorney at Law? It was like an Adult Swim show that was making it was like using somewhat using footage from the old Birdman cartoon. He was just a lawyer, but he was a superhero, and it was like what Stephen Colbert was doing before he was doing the Colbert Report. Anyway, whenever they would show someone in like a torrential storm, there would always be like birds and lobsters and stuff flying by for like 1 or 2 frames, and this just made me think about that. It's like, oh yeah, I got hit by a flying lobster or whatever. Anywho, what do I need to be able to place these things? I need steel and steel. That's all I need. In fact, I'm going to get that from... How long does this rain last, though? That's the real question. And should I pressurize the inside of the ship now or wait? Because I can always get more ice from the ice lake whenever I need to, apparently. It's very, very close. So I'm not really worried about running out of air. Oh, actually. What is this? No, it's a lot. Of course it is. I want to know what this thing is. I don't think I can tell. I want to know if this is a... Oh, there you go. It's just a conveyor tube. We could lay this down in here. I don't know what's underneath this pipe. Is that lightning or is that just this light flashing? Light flashing. We could lay this down here. It still wouldn't allow us to... Yeah, let's do that. It still wouldn't allow us to get any more... Because of this thing, I can't put any more... let's see. If I wanted to cut through there and put... Yeah, we could probably do that. We did not put an assembler on this ship, Rumblescript. And that's not necessarily a bad thing. Yeah, we definitely did talk about putting assemblers on the ship when we were designing it, but we didn't. And now that's called... in the gaming business, we like to call that emergent annoyance. So... But now we get to put more things in here, and actually I'm going to make them this color so that they kind of match with... Can I, not gonna be able to do it. Just take you out again. Put you back. And then let's weld this thing up first so that I could... Okay. Oh. Which direction was that? Anybody see? Is that you? Oh, there we go. There's our buddy. Holy. That is some bright green. Any others? Okay. Thank you for your meat. Alright, well, I forgot about that. So we're going to have to keep an eye out.
Energy low.
Oh yeah, you want to see the, there we go. You want to see the colors for it. Surprisingly, we went back and forth a lot on the color of this ship. And I originally was like, it should be purple and gray like a Jem'Hadar ship, because me and Rumblescript were like having we're going on a Star Trek kick. And then we just kind of dialed it back to like a bluish gray, because it was just getting too hard on the eyes, basically. Yeah. I'm taking a drink of water while you're copying down these colors. So like and subscribe and all the good stuff. Why do you think that Saberoid Are you good? I can bring it back up later if you needed to. Or you can just pause. Just rewind a little bit. Oh, that's right. I got distracted and I was going to go get the parts for this. Did I... I apparently did not get it in the build planner. There we go. Okay. That spider was able to walk around quite a bit before the turret actually killed it. And also I'm thinking maybe I should, so that I don't waste all of my ammo out of these quad cannons, we should maybe make some of those gravel turrets around. So... Hello, hey Amarak, how you doing?
Critical.
You know, that's like I always say, energy is critical. Oh, there we go. Yep. No, I just want to walk. I want to walk. Thank you. It is 847E94 is that one. 847E94 is the hex. Oh yeah, the vents have been off, the doors have been open. We'll get to that. We'll pressurize before the end. Oh yeah, I put all these jump drives on. We got nowhere to go. Okay. Are you watching at high speed, Rumble Strip? I would love to know how I sound in high speed. Alright, there we go. Yeah, I think the fact that this turret saw a meteorite over there and then blew a hole in the side of my engine is leading me to think that maybe these things should be left for, like, only if we're under, like, grave assault, you know, and not for when we are just working normally here. Wait a second. It's the... I was going to say, wait, there's assemblers here. No, that's the refinery. That's the refineries. Okay, so now we have a big assembler on here. We can do all sorts of fun stuff. Such as... let's see, the sun hasn't come up yet. That's good. Let's see. We're probably going to want a... We're going to need something to go out and find ore. We have cobalt, and I forgot what else. There was something else in this ore patch that's nearby. And obviously we have a lot of ice over there, which is why I'm not worried about decompressing the ship every so often. So let's just get started on building some energy generation stuff. So what I've got now for the turrets is just a, I've got the autocannons turned off, and we just have the Gatlings on, and the Gatlings are close to the ground, so they hopefully won't fire upwards at anything. But I think what I'm going to do is put some gravel guns around. Yeah, let's start making like a platform. And can we cook anything with that yet? Or what do we need to make a, if we wanted to make a meal pack of savory sushi, we would need a whole bunch of other things, vegetables. Yeah, so we're gonna have to build that that farm. We do have some ramen though if we get really, really hungry. All right, let's grab some steel. Let's put most of this. Actually, let's keep that. I want to get... Oh, I have a bunch of steel plate. It's more. I want to get... oh, good. This is happening again. Is this the rain? This is regular rain. I don't see much of a difference between rain and heavy rain. What I'd like to do is build next to the ship such that the ship ends up kind of getting integrated into the... Not fully integrated, but I would like it to be so that the ship can be connected to the rest of it, to the base. Yeah, and we could maybe either like it could use the ship's refineries and stuff, or it could use the ship's reactors. You know, like it's the ship should just kind of be docked to it. So I think we'll try and do something nearby. I don't know. We'll figure something out. I'm gonna have to figure out where on the side of here would be the best place to dig in. Let's see. And pull a... Oh, there's where the empty parts are. Hey, that's where I could put stuff. We'll put a defensive block in there somewhere at some point. So, let's see. That means up here is... That's the hallway. What's behind here? The refineries?
Inventory full.
Oh, yeah, okay. Hang on, let me put this back here.
Inventory full.
Oh, this is metal grids. That's right. What's behind?
Inventory full. Inventory
there we go.
full.
Okay. So yeah, we could probably poke through here. There's going to be a conveyor port at the end of the refinery in one of these spots. So we'll be able to poke through there, get a connector attached at some point. So that'll be good. Let me charge myself up here. Am I out of kelp crisp? I think I am, but we can go over to this side. This is the kitchen side, where this thing is, and also where we can relax and stuff. I think there is, if I recall, there was... Okay, we have ramen, but we also have a little bit of algae on board, so let's see if I can make myself some more kelp crisp. How much algae did we have? I think that might have been it. We'll have more when the sun comes in. But what's the ratio of... How much do we need per... 1.33 times to 4 times. What does that mean? Yeah, well, whatever. I got some now. Kelp crisp. We're going to keep eating that. We'll save the meal packs for a special occasion. Let's see. Scald, welcome to the stream. If you're starting from the beginning, you'll be about an hour and a half, 2 hours, almost 2 hours in before you hear me say, Scald, welcome to the stream. Alright, we're going to build down here, around here. We're just going to build it, because this will probably end up being like the farm first, since we have most of the stuff we need is on the ship. So we'll probably end up with a farm here, won't we? I guess I should probably bring some more interior plates. I guess I should also probably get more. Let's see, we don't need that much of that. We definitely don't need that much of that. There. Alright, I lost my train of thought yet again. But yeah, since that thing has most of the refinery-esque refinery stuff on it for now, that this will be our mobile base of sorts. The main thing we're going to run into is lack of resources. So we'll have to at some point build like a ship. But actually, now that I think about it, what if we first, instead of any of that, worked on making a mining ship, or a mining, or just a car that we could go mining with, something like that, so we could go and find some like actual iron and stuff. Because I'm willing to bet that this thing is going to remain powered for quite some time. Do I have a... Hang on. How are the batteries looking here? Batteries will last for... Oh, you know what? I'm going to set them to recharge because we're basically running off of the reactors, which will be out in 3 hours. Okay, so we should get some power generation going. I take back what I said. So let's start with some wind farms, just to give us some. Then I don't have to run the reactors all the time. We'll start with some wind farms that we will then attempt to connect up into the ship. I think would probably be the best thing to do. We could move the ship if we need to. Actually, I wonder if it would be better to go through the bottom. Oh man, it's too bad I can't really see what is in here. I know there's like... yeah, that's not gonna help me. This will be good when I run out of power. This is all heavy armor? Of course it will.
Inventory full.
Okay, that's good, I guess. That's probably just floor right there. I can't get any further than this one. My head's in the way.
Inventory full.
Right. We got a little bit of problem. Minor problem. I have left the world. Sun looks nice though. I'm gonna have to do a little bit of magic here for a second. Hang on. We need to... That spectator cam is not in a great spot. Let's see. Titan. Oh, okay. Slow that down. And there. Now we're back. I didn't go into creative mode for that, right? That was just spectator. Yeah. Okay. Let's see if we can perhaps weld that spot back. Oh, jeez. I think that was my own, I think that was my own turret hitting me. Hey, buddy. Are you dead? No, you're not. Now you are. Well, I can see this planet is going to be nice. How's the raw meat taste on this? Oh, I can't pick it up. I could eat it. Let's see. I need to put those pieces back in here so that I can. Oh, I came from the other side. So that I'm not full. I think what happened was they saw me go underground, and that is their domain, clearly, and that definitely, they did not like that. They did not like that. Okay, we might be able to go, because I want to say, let's get rid of the respawn pod. Oh, we could leave that on. I want to say that goes straight up into the reactor, which is roughly somewhere under here. So we might be able to go up through there and get a connector on the bottom. Then we just have to give it something to land on. Something nice and flat. Let's not worry about that for now. Let's worry about getting some power generation stuff going and not getting the bejesus scared. This might be easier, or we could just run a connector up to the ship. Like we'll do some conveyors on hinges and stuff and just connect into the ship and hope it doesn't explode. Let's see. Okay. Let's do... What color do we want to do this in? We need a new color. We do like a dusty... Not green. We do like a dusty white color-ish. Dusty gray. Dusty... Or should we do a different... I don't want to do rusty. I'm thinking maybe dusty will work. At least for now. Everything looks... There we go. That's the actual color. I think that'll be good. Maybe we'll make it a little bit darker. Maybe we will keep with the having a little bit of blue in it theme. Not so much to the purple, though. We'll do it like that for now. Alright, let's do this thing as our floor. I'm going to try and line it up a little bit here with the ship. Doesn't have to be perfect, but this is where we're going to build our wind farm. So, and we got a hill right here, too. Actually, you know what? No, sorry, wrong thing. Let's not do it like that. Since there are spiders around, let's put it on stilts. Just so that we can potentially... gravity line. There we go. Just so that we can... Can I not wrote? No, no. Can. There we go. Look at that. Perfect. Alright. Just so that we can raise it up a bit. We're on a slope, and we are... let's see, I'm going to kind of do... let's not do that. We're on a slope, and there's spiders around, and I don't want them just walking into whatever I'm up to just yet. So we'll maybe go that high. And then, let's see, what would be a good floor? I mean, we have floor blocks. You know what? Let's just make it light armor for now. And then we'll go from there. So if I was making a, like a building, we'll have to kind of see how we want that to be. But I think what I'm going to do is go, is that too far toward that? No, I don't think so. I was thinking, I'm trying to figure out where to put my wind towers. So I'm thinking, if we're going to have a building, we'll have it kind of go out this way, and then this way, and that way. And then we can put our wind towers like here. And then that way we can figure out how far the building is going to go in that direction as we go. Got a little dusty in here. And I'm making a call here. I'm gonna turn off all the weapons, and we're gonna deal with the spiders directly, just because I am concerned. Was there a typo in that? Hold on. Oh no. Okay. Just because I'm concerned that if I'm building over there and a spider walks over, that my turrets are just going to rip my own thing to shreds, I say. So let's not have that happen. That ought to be... How tall is that? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Make it 8. Then we'll go... yeah, I'm trying to think. What's the thing that I always miss, that I always mess up when I make wind towers? Trying to remember. Is this the same? This is basically the same. Let's put one on top. We're gonna go... Oh, well, alright, I already messed it up. This is how I typically design wind turbine towers. There's a mod I used to use called stackable wind turbines, and I should use that mod more. The reason I stopped using it, so what was nice was that it was like the wind turbine had a base on both sides, so you could just build like a tower of wind turbines, and they worked really well. The downside, I guess it's kind of a downside, but the sun's coming up. That's gonna be fun. The downside is that the I bet, okay, if it rises, hang on, hold on a second. If it's going to rise roughly there, okay, so we are going to have we're going to have truncated sun due to the planet being there. So our sunset is going to be there, basically, because we did not think that part through, but that's a beautiful looking sunrise on this place. I like the new skybox quite a lot. Yeah, let's get this thing working. The reason I stopped using it is because they generate like more power than a regular one, and I already thought it was. You already had the advantage of it being very easy to stack them, and it kind of bothered me that it was like, and in addition, each one is better, so you don't have to build as many. So it kind of took some of the challenge away. That's why I stopped using them. But it's a good mod. I think they might be completely custom models. I'm not 100% sure. Let's use this one. Let's see what we could do here. It's not. Oh man, you could jump. The gravity here is so low. Alright, we got one. I'll have to put some lights on this too at some point. So how bad do we think the solar radiation is going to be here? Because I know it'll, at least I'm fairly certain it will affect me here, but I don't know if it will be less. This is where I think we're going to start to run out of materials. Maybe not. This is where I don't know if the, we should have radiation problems on this planet. I don't know if the sun, if the atmosphere will make it less than space. I don't think, I'm going to be completely honest, I think this is the first time I've been on a planet for an extended period of time after the update, a planet that wasn't Earth. Okay, there we go. So now we've got that. We're going to kind of leave this unwelded for a bit. Oh my god, can I even take fall damage here? I don't know. Let's see, I left all of my stuff back here. I want more. I want more. I want to get... Yeah, okay. I want to get something where I could set up... I think this will probably be the last thing I do for the stream today. And that's not necessarily a bad thing because it's going to be... going to take me a while. 40% health, 30% food. Okay, good. I'm going to hold on to the... I'm going to put you back, and I'm just going to hold on to those things for a bit. And let's grab a little bit of steel plate here. And what do I want to do? I think we're going to do this. We're going to go junction. Bonk. Do that, and then I'm going to... Actually, I should probably dig through the ship first and see what we were going to do here. But I think what I'm going to try to do is essentially go from there. Well, I accidentally turned my dampeners off and went for a ride. We're going to go and try to connect up to there, and I may have to do a side-to-side wiggle as well. But let's just see how close we get first. And then I'm going to have to cut through the side of the ship. I just don't want this thing to fall down. Oh, you know, I just remembered. There's another option. I believe this thing has hydrogen engines on it. Does it have hydrogen tanks? That would be a good question. It has one hydrogen tank that has some fuel in it. So we could, if we get low on power, uranium. Here is where I want to look for uranium. Uranium. Yeah, we could. Oh, we're not running low on power, really. So we have so much ice nearby. Let's move like 20 into there. I don't want this to be. I want this to become self-sufficient as quickly as possible, and not have to rely on that uranium. But let's see if we can figure out where the opening is that we would have to... Oh, look at that. Perfect. Alright, so let me pause in the hole here for a minute so I'm not wasting hydrogen. We're going to need... Let me think this through. I'm going to want to put... Actually, let's just put a connector. One of these flat connectors. I've actually got one in the toolbar already. Let's put a flat connector on the end here. And then this will just be what we try to hook up to. If we, yeah, we would run out. Actually, you know what? I want to keep that, because it's going to be hard to, I just realized, it just occurred to me. There's not going to be uranium on this planet. So, we're going to cut those down. We're going to switch over to the batteries for now. Batteries are going to last us, let everything kick on for a second here. These batteries will last us 4 hours. That's definitely enough time for me to get this thing set up. So this way we will be able to hopefully become self-sufficient. Let me make this thing the
Energy
same.
low.
Oh, you guys, your energy. There we go. Make that look like it's always supposed to have been there. Oh, you know what? Real quick, which way did I put the... Can you tell which way the... I can't tell. I'm trying to figure out which way the port was. And the only way I'm going to tell is by doing it again. I think it was the wrong way. I was thinking if I put the port that way, then we could at some point do more piping to the side. So. Can you believe I forgot about the batteries, Rev? If we need more power too, then we can always just run the hydrogen engines for a bit. Connector for, I'm just going to call it the base. This is the connector to the base. To the regional manager. Alright. Hopefully we've got, that's not the door. Hopefully we've got enough parts here. Should I... Let's see, this might be better if I do it, if I switch to small grid. This better not be something that's going to kill me. This better not awaken anything in me. Oh yeah, I didn't line that up correctly. So we're definitely going to have to go to the side. This might be better if I switch to small grid and then come back to large grid, because it'll, or rather just switch to small grid, but we'll do that. And then hopefully we'll be able to, it'll give us just a little bit more wiggly room. Little wiggly room if we put that there. Then we'll be able to go to the side a little bit. Is that the hinge part? What did I just pick up? Looks like a hinge part. A different hinge part. And a hinge. There we go. Now it's flying in the sky. A mining carriage? That I don't want to have to turn the weapons back on for you. I wonder if I have enough... was it cobalt to make the autocannon? But I'm really hoping that thing just doesn't care and it just goes by. I wonder how, what is it, what do we, oh no, it wasn't, the autocannon didn't need, yeah, all it needed was a bigger assembler. Yeah, so we could make autocannon. Artillery, that's going to use up our uranium. I don't want to do that necessarily. Although it might be a good idea to, it's not a whole lot of uranium, it might be a good idea to have a couple of rounds just sitting around in case we ever do need the artillery cannon for something. How we doing on iron? We're doing okay. We're doing okay. All right. How we doing on nickel? Not as okay. Doing good on platinum though. Let's 12. We need like 50 of them. Go to town. Okay, what was I doing? Oh yeah, I was making stuff. Making stuff. The sun officially up yet? I can't tell. I think when we have a few more defenses set up, it might be it could be a good idea to actually fight one of these things. Oh, yeah, I thought this was a build state, but I actually was just looking at the wrong color. There we go. There we go. Now I can see what I'm doing. Okay, let's make in order to do. What do we need here? Okay. Okay, so we need interior plate, and I have a good amount. I don't know if this is necessarily more efficient than... oops. If it's more efficient than doing the large ones, but... or less efficient. But either way, it gives me more options to try to get across. Oh, am I going to hit the... What was that noise? Every so often I hear a noise. I don't know if you guys are hearing that. Every so often I hear a noise that sounds like either the Geiger counter or a predator. I hope it's not the song. Try not to pick songs that have sound effects. Anyway, am I going to hit the... I might... Oh, hit these... I might end up hitting the... Is this heavy rain? Thunderstorm. I don't see any thunder. Yeah, if I do this, we're gonna end up hitting the support on the... Let's see, here's the thing is right here. We're gonna end up hitting this thing. So, hey Game Dork. So we're gonna want to actually move it down. Gonna have to go down one. Okay. I mean, I'm gonna have to get rid of my beautiful, beautiful... Oh, unless we move it over. If we move it over and go right through the middle, we might be okay. Let's see, if I'm standing right here. If we go... Yeah, if we... Yeah, it should be okay. Okay, so we're gonna just move this over.
Inventory full.
Yeah, forget everything I just picked up. I wonder if that Geiger counter noise is just like, not actually Geiger counter noise, but is a, is more like, the random background noise of this planet. In the sense that, like, you know, like on Earth, there's like the birds and then the random, wolf noises in the distance even when you don't have wolves turned on. And then we need... Or it could just be random spider noises. Reinforced conveyor tube is the first thing we need out of here. Then the next thing we need is the curved one. Good. And iridium. Alright, are we curving in the right direction? We are not. Now we are. Alright, looks like it. Alright, so now we will go to you. We'll grab this color and paint these so that it looks like it was always supposed to be that way. And actually we could have rotated that so that it didn't look so obvious. And so we will. Reinforced conveyor tube. We could have put it this way, because that will still work. Isn't that shiny? Isn't that nice? It's shiny in both the literal sense and in the Firefly sense. Because that's the Retro Future skin. So. Okay, back to... so here's what I think we're going to do. I'm going to cut this back a little bit and put my reverse hinges. What color? Let's get there. Put my undo hinges essentially here. What am I reversing from? Okay. Put them here, and then we'll be able to go. I already forgot what I was going. Yeah, this is right. Then we'll be able to go. Let's see, that's going up. So then I would want that one going down. I think I might have put that one backwards now that I really think about it, but... Retro Future, really, it does benefit from lighter colors. It will be lighter. Hello, my friend. It will be lighter. Can these guys eat blocks? How many of you are there? It will be lighter if the color you paint it is lighter, and it will be... Oh, geez.
Energy low.
Even worse. It will be lighter, and... Oh god, I just shot my own thing. Where's the other one? Aren't there two of them? Or is there just the one? That makes me a little nervous. What was I saying before this happened? Let's see, I don't want to do local grid because that's a no-no nowadays. I thought there were two of them. Anyway. Oh yeah, and also the Retro Future, it benefits from the color, but it also benefits a lot from the light. So when we were building it in space, it looked very different from how it looks on the planet. So, let's see. I'm not taking solar radiation damage here, but maybe that's because the storm is blocking it. I guess we'll see. I don't know how the mechanics work on Planet Hill. I know some of the planets, they do, you know, like on Earth, like you don't get any, and on some of them you get less. So, all right. All right, and then from there, we're going to continue on, although at this point it's a little crooked. fix that in a minute. Oh, I need to replace. Okay. Good, 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 good. Yep, that was the wrong button. I wonder how much fall damage I will take. All right, is that going to be? All right, let's get it lined up, and then we'll go from there. And hopefully, I don't shoot it. So let's see. So we're going to take this one. About how high up? We're very, very close. Very close to it. So let's say that your lower velocity or lower limit is going to be, let's just say 5 to start. And your upper limit will be, no, actually, let's do it like this. Let's say lower limit is 5, upper limit is 5, lower limit, we'll just say 0. Then we'll be drooping a little bit, but give you a bit of a upwards velocity. Am I looking at this thing wrong? No, that should be right. Is it just the tensor here, perhaps? Give you a little bit of extra boost. Alright, that seems like that actually might be, once this thing is not so bouncy. Let's share the tensors on all these. I don't know that we want to keep that, but we might need that just to get this thing in place. Alright, that looks like it is just slightly too high. Let's make it lovely. Make it 4. Then let's make you, your lower limit is going to be 0, and your upper limit is also going to be 4. You're currently at 30, so let's bring you back. Okay. We are hitting that. Why are you not... Oh, is this... It's because the ship is not level with the ground, huh? Okay, so you need... Stop. Well, that'll do it. That's one way to do it. So we are at 0. Bring you down. We need to... There we go. I think the problem was that I went the wrong direction with it. That looks better. Maybe there? No, that looks worse. Let's do that. Alright. That, I think, might get us close enough. But how far off are we to the side here? Someone let me know if my radiation starts spiking. I'm in the shade at the moment, but let's actually go up in the sun. Oh, looks like we got... Oh, there it is. Okay. So in the direct sunlight, there is radiation. Okay. Now I know. And it's kind of fast. So we'll just have to be careful about that. I was thinking about putting in the... I was thinking about putting in... There's a mod for a chemical shower. And I thought about it. Alright, so this is... Let's see, this is actually going to go negative. So let's say that the upper limit is 0 and the lower limit is -1. Let's give this thing a negative velocity. Oops, sorry. We'll just sort of slowly angle that. That might be close enough. It might be a little too far. Maybe not. Okay. So then this one, also negative, because I put it backwards. So we'll go -6 as well. Kind of want it to straighten out as best we can. What are we doing here? There we go. Sometimes we don't need that tensor. Alright, so I'll probably do it. We'll be able to get close enough. So, yeah, we might want to put a piston on here. But, at the same time, maybe we have enough subgrids already, and this is going to be a disaster. So, let's see. Do you think we can sneak a connector in right here and it'll work?
Meteors inbound.
That could be a problem. Let's see. Are they going to be hitting us? I'm now very concerned. Oh, I should just go ahead. Are you going to be a problem? Which one did I turn the... There we go. Alright, where's the meteors at, and do I need to be worried? Okay, they're way over there. Good. Okay, yeah, we'll have to get meteor defenses up at some point soon. They don't give you resources anymore. At least I don't think so. Or maybe they don't leave... I know they don't leave craters. This should stop the bounce once we're connected. Or we will have some magnetism issues. There we go. Perfect. Okay, we are now connected and transferring power into the base. Which means we're now going to make a ton of these things. Actually, what do I have on? I should probably... Let's go... Ooh, wait, I have this thing right here. It's not the button I wanted to push. What I wanted to push was... Not withdraw, it was that button. No, that button. Can someone confirm whether or not the asteroids drop resources anymore? Because I thought they got rid of that, and they don't damage the voxels anymore. But maybe they just got rid of the voxels, the voxel damage. I mean, I can't. Give me my motors. I'm just doing stuff. And then I think we're going to want to probably weld up some of these supports too before something happens, but we're getting to the end of the stream here, so I think we're just going to make this thing functional, and then we'll call it a day.
Energy low.
Till next time. What do I have? Get rid of that. Is one missing any motors? I don't think so. Missing motors, and motors. Okay, there we go. We'll leave that as is for now. Here's the last thing we're going to do for today. We are going to... Even when you're not up here, you're scared. Okay, now there's definitely two of them. You know what? I saw in here that there was ammo and rifles. So let's get some of those. Alright. Where are you at? Give me my perch. Come here. There's a lot of you guys this time. Huh? Is that it? I think that's it. Well, I guess I'm eating spider right now. And why am I taking damage? Oh, from the spider?
Energy critical.
The spider do negative health? Negative 40% health every time. Okay. Well, and wait a minute. Wait a minute. Negative 30% food. Oh, why am I eating? Why am I bothering to eat this? I thought this was a good thing. I should probably cook it then, huh? Give me the kelp. Yeah. Actually, let's eat a nice ramen meal pack. What's that? 36% food. Oh, I can't because I just ate the thing. We will get to that in a bit. Alright. Last thing we're going to do is go in here, find the programmable block for airlocks, and activate it. And now the ship is completely sealed off, which means we could take all of our vents and turn them on. There we go. Now I can open my helmet. And now we can live and breathe in here, and the whole ship should be airlocked up real nice. Even out to the back here. This is whoops. Oh, I guess I should close my helmet. I'm an idiot. Yeah. There we go. So these are the kind of simple airlocks that'll lose a little bit of oxygen all the time, but we've got that big methane lake right there, so I'm not really worried about running out of oxygen. I do have a vent on the top for intake, but I am pretty sure there is no air here for intake, right? So, yeah. Let's just turn you off. We don't need you on. Intake. We'll just leave you off. Okay, let's get out of the sun. That adds up pretty fast on this planet. I think I've got the settings fairly low, too. We should be making algae now. Let's see inside what our power situation is like with these batteries now. They are recharged in 4 hours, so we are power positive now. And that is with the refineries still doing stuff. Oh, we still got uranium to refine. That's nice. That's good. So the refineries are still kicking, and we are power positive, which means we are lost observer ground, which means we are good to go for the day. So, thank you very much, everybody. I don't know why I opened that door. Thank you, blah, blah. Thank you very much, everybody, for hanging out with me today. Thank you again, Rich, for the super chat earlier. Thank you to the people who subscribed during the chat. I think there were 3 of you, whoever you were. Thank you very much. Appreciate it. I will be back tomorrow with Elder Scrolls Online. Sunday, there will be no stream this week. I'll be out of town. And then next Thursday, we will be back here for more Titan. Please, as always, consider liking the stream, If you have not yet liked the stream, consider subscribing. If you have not subscribed, what just flew by the window out there? Is weather starting again? There's weather on this planet constantly. Can I change the screen on here? I want to know what the weather is. I know I just did the outro. Oh, it's a dust storm. Yeah, I'm definitely not. Going to bed. Goodbye, everybody. Have a great, if I don't see you tomorrow, have a great weekend. And I'll talk to you next time. Take care.